So what is the difference between a $400 e-drum versus a $3,000 plus pro level drum set, a budget drum kit versus a pro level drum kit? Why this drum kit is so much more expensive than this one? Well, in this video I'm gonna give you 5 key comparison points so you can make a decision whether to buy a budget drum set or a pro level drum set and which one fits your needs. Stay tuned. Hey guys, how you Vanegas here, and one of the most common questions I get pretty much every day is which e-kit do you recommend? And well, that's a really difficult question to answer because I don't know what are your needs and what you want and what's your expertise and where you at in the journey of being a drummer. So I hope I can help you choose the right drum set for you if you're planning on buying a new one. So let's get right into it. By the way guys, if you want to buy one of these drum sets, I have the links here down here in the description. You can buy them from Amazon, and of course these are referral links, which means I'm gonna get a small commission out of your purchase. So I'll thank you in advance if you decide to buy from my link. I really appreciate it, and just the link is down below here guys. So the build quality and durability is one of the key elements that makes these drum sets so much difference. On the budget one, we can see it's simpler, it's less robust construction, and it might not hold up to heavy use. It also comes in smaller sizes and plastic hardware, as you can see. And this one, you know, it's a little shaky, even though it's properly set up. On the other hand, the most expensive one has real hardware. These are real hardware that I can use with a real cymbal. It also comes, most of the cases, with a snare stand, a hi-hat stand, and overall the build quality is much more sturdy. This one is not gonna fall on the stage. This one is not gonna move. Everything is right there where you need it. Everything is metallic, you know. And this, the budget one, everything is plastic. So even though, you know, the pipes are it's kind of like the same, the difference is that this one moves a lot. You know, this one moves and it doesn't stay where you need it. If you're a heavy hitter, then you know the thumbs and everything is gonna start moving. And if you really tighten it, the clamps and everything, since they are plastic, they might break. And then you know you have to buy new ones. And so with the expensive one, the clamps and everything is heavy duty metal, and the budget one is more like plasticky. So it's like you have to be more careful. And then at the end of the day, when you're playing and things are moving around, for any drums, acoustic or electronic drum, if they're moving too much around, it tends to be annoying to us. That's a huge difference between a budget one and an expensive one. Let's talk now about the drum pad quality on these drum sets, which are very important. The budget drum kits usually are single layered and only have one trigger per pad. This one on the toms, it doesn't matter where I hit, it's gonna sound the same. Snare, tom, tom. The snare are the only ones with dual trigger, which allows you to play different sounds on the rim and the head. Also the heads on the budget ones are mesh, sometimes just rubber, but it's just like a lower quality mesh head. And the kick pad, it's of course smaller, so if you hit really fast or really hard, well, you know, the kick pad is gonna start moving and it's gonna feel wonky, and then there's no real hi-hat, so it does a great job, but it doesn't feel like a real hi-hat. And of course the cymbals, it doesn't matter where I hit, it's one trigger, so I don't hear the bell, and the overall feel, it would sound just simpler.
and then it works nicely. Crush, right, and then.
So for a more experienced drummer that you are used to get different sounds out of the drum, well, you're not gonna get it with a cheaper budget drum kit. On the other hand, with an electronic, the pro level electronic drum kit, these ones most of the time come with dual triggers on the pads and multi-layer systems, which allows me to program different sounds on the rims and the heads. And of course, the kick pad is much more sturdy if you play with a double pedal. This one is gonna stay just solid. You can do all day and it's not gonna move anywhere. I've never had a single problem with this kick pad. And I play with double pedal, I play real fast doubles and it doesn't move. So it's really, really amazing and it makes a difference on the confidence and when you're playing. Another important factor on this electronic drum set is the sensitivity and dynamic range that a drum set can offer. On the budget ones, the dynamic range is very, very limited. If I play really, really low, the hit is gonna be lost, and then when you hit really, really fast, well, there's no middle point, so you play ghost notes if you play jazz or stuff like that, so it's gonna sound like always like the same volume, bam, 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 which is not great, you know, for a musicality standpoint. It's not what you want out of a drum set.
And this is really low. So this is like a ghost note I could be doing, and of course I'm not hearing it, but that's if you're like a professional and you do a lot of ghost notes.
And then you might have some issues with the triggers not reacting as fast, meaning that some hits are gonna be missed. When I do really, really fast doubles on the pedal, sometimes the hit, I cannot hear the hits. It's just like the trigger doesn't recognize it, it's too fast for it.
Oh, I see so when you hit a little fast, I see I lose some of the sound. Right there, see? I shouldn't be losing that sound.
Also, the snare pad has some issues. Since this one is a dual trigger, it definitely has some issues when I'm hitting both at the same time, and it doesn't recognize that I'm actually doing a technique called the rim shot. It just thinks that I'm hitting the both by mistake, so it picks the sound of the rim.
See? And then, so that's one thing you know to take into consideration. So it's great they have the ring trigger, but both at the same time.
It doesn't combine the sounds, so it cannot let you play two sounds at the same time. It's just one or the other, which is a huge deal for us drummers. So that's on the budget one. On the pro level one, you don't have the problem. You can hit rim shots, and it knows you can. The dynamic range overall is fantastic. It's a true feel when you're playing really soft. And also a really cool thing that these ones have is that you can actually tune these ones. You can actually tune the toms or the snare, and you can actually adjust the tension of the mesh pads. So that's one of the difference these ones make. So it feels like a real, I'm saying it again and again, but that's the truth. It feels like almost like an actual acoustic drum, which for a pro drummer, it really makes me wet my panties. And talking about feeling comfortable playing the drums on a budget drum set, well, the drum samples are just basic. They sound very outdated, they sound simple, so it's not too much excitement in the customization department or the type of wood or the heads or the microphones that you can use on a real acoustic drum set. So these ones come with a very basic, although this one comes with 30 different sounds. Most of them sound very similar to the other one, and some of them sound very compressed. Some of them sound, it's very basic drum samples. And also the customization, sometimes you cannot change, like I said, shells, drum heads, how tight you want the drum heads to sound, the sizes. So, you know, it's different. It's very basic, very limited options that you have in terms of customization and finding your own sound on this budget drum set. Most of these drum sets also, you are unable to mix the different sounds of the drums, so you cannot change the level of the bass or bring down the hi-hat or maybe bring up the toms, whatever. So it's just like whatever it comes with, you have to play as is. Same for the bass drum pedals. So it's just very limited, very basic customization and sound layering. Now on the pro level drum sets, that's a game changer. You can customize as much as you want. You can customize drum heads, you can customize shells, you can customize sizes, you can customize pitch, you can put effects, you can put compressors, you can put reverb, you can do a lot of stuff, and of course you can mix your own sounds and you know, bring down the toms or bring up the toms or the cymbals. Maybe sometimes they're too loud, so you just bring them down. So, and like I said before, like I mentioned before, the customization layering, like you can put different sounds on the rims if you want. So I have this stuck here sometimes when I do a crazy part. So it just allows me to experiment, to find my own sound, to position different types of microphones, which is crazy on this drum set. You can hear the room sound, like the customization is endless. And then you can just play with the module and change everything on these kits, which, by the way, the drum samples are real drum samples. Sometimes these companies hire real musicians to record those samples in a real studio with really expensive microphones. So it's just like the overall feel and the overall sound, it's so much better, and that's why so many people can play with these drum sets even on live, touring, and even recording sessions. Of course, the most important part of an electronic drum set is the module, the brains of the drum set. On the budget ones, the brains are not so much capable. Think of it as a baby child that is just learning stuff. Just think of it as, very basic, basic stuff. So it does stuff, but it doesn't do it well. Of course, it has tempo, it has some songs, it can record. So it offers stuff for you to feel like, oh, this is nice, this is cool, but it's very basic, very limited. Of course, you cannot, manipulate this as far as connections. There's no direct outputs on these small modules. You cannot connect more pads, so you cannot customize. If you want to buy like 4 or 5 different cymbals, no, you cannot do that. It's impossible. So that's one thing to really, take into consideration if you really want like a huge drum set that you want to maybe buy and then buy more pads, more stuff later on, and then add them to the system. No, you cannot do it. That's pretty much it. You cannot plug in or plug out more stuff. You cannot record with it much. It has a MIDI option, but I think this MIDI is very basic, so it's just very limited. It's just like plug and play, just have fun, just like a garage band type of thing, but it works. On the other hand, the module, the brains of this amazing drum kit, is just crazy. This is where the money's at. Just the module by itself costs around $2,000 or more, because the possibilities are endless with this module. This one offers direct outputs for each one of the pads. So let's say you're on tour or you're playing live and you want to give the front house independent sound so they can do their own mix outside, that they can do that. The outputs are very labeled, so you have different outputs. You can access the matrix of this module and change whatever you want to change. So the possibilities are endless with this type of modules. Also, you can record, you can plug in sounds, bring samples. So it's just like the brains of this one is a supercomputer that is doing everything that you want it to do. And of course, you can add more pads and more stuff if you want them. Most of them uses stereo cables. That means two different sounds per cable. So you can, put double of the stuff here with single triggers, and you have your drum kit. And then you can mix everything, and it's just crazy. It's just amazing, the tempo functionality. Tempos, you have different tempos, different time signatures, different clicks. You can customize that, you can create your own clicks. It's just like the possibilities are endless, and that's why the brain costs so much. And that's a really important part of these electronic drum sets. The brains, the module is everything. You can go out there, tour with this drum set, record with this drum set, and it's not gonna let you down. And that's why it costs so much money. Which drum set is for you? Which one should you buy? Well, you have the answer to the questions, not me. This drum set, the budget one, is very simple. It does the job. Yeah, it sounds like a real drum set. Yeah, no, kind of. But it does the job if you want to just jam and play and just have fun here and there, just as a hobby or for your kid or whatever. Budget drum set. I started with one of these ones, and you know, I really loved it. I was really against e-drum sets, and then when I started playing them, I love them because of the functionality, the easiness of playing. You don't disturb your neighbors as much, so that's amazing, and it's a really way to express your musicality in a compact way. So yeah, that if you are a beginner, if you're a kid, if you are somebody that is playing for hobbies, I would totally pick a budget drum set and spend less than $600, and even you can buy them used for even less. So yeah, it's a really amazing way to start and play and practice a little bit here and there. This is perfect for you. But if you are like a pro musician, if you are somebody that is really into drums, that your sound is very important, that customization is very important, durability, and then everything else, then this one is for you. The pro level drums is just an investment. Of course it is an investment, but it's gonna last you for many years, and it's gonna sound really well, and you're gonna feel like you're playing an acoustic drum set, which is amazing and very rare, also without disturbing your neighbors, and also in a compact way. I have this one is on the living room here in my apartment, and every now and then I play, and even if it's late at night and I feel like just playing really soft, I can do it, and it's just like it allows me to channel my inner drummer and play whenever I want to. Besides that, the sounds are amazing, everything is really great. So if you're a professional drummer, if you're planning to record, if you're planning to go on tour, if you're planning to really spend time and practice, I practice every single day on this drum set, and nothing has break, nothing has moved out of place. Even my kid plays on this drum set and really smashes it and and it does not move. So I really recommend this one for more serious drummers that, you know, really know what they're doing, or people that want to get to the next level. That would be a great way to explore your sound, explore different type of microphone placements, explore different colors of music and sound and dynamics. This one is for you. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe and follow for more. If you like this content, please leave in the comments if you have any other suggestions, or if you want to just express your opinions. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you guys. I'll see you next time.